Hello and welcome to another Powered by Funko unboxing. This month is Marvel Collector's Core. Let's do a quick edit here because I've got something wrong here. There we go. So, as per usual, here is the little bit of information. Of course, by the time I've got my box and ready to unbox it for you, the next month's box is the one that's up and available for purchase. The next Marvel Collector's Core, or Marvel Collector Core, that's box that's going to be available is Civil War. This is, of course, themed around the now classic Marvel miniseries in the battle of registration versus not of superheroes from the comic books, and the upcoming Captain America Civil War. The box is obviously more focused on the movie, but the movie comes and has that basis from the comic books. But that's not the box that we're going to be unboxing. The box we're going to be unboxing is Deadpool, featuring everybody's favorite merc with a mouth, whose movie just came out, broke all kinds of records, February launch, R-rated, superhero movie opening weekend, all of those kind of things. The movie was great. As you can see, box came to me a little smushed. I did open this up to make sure that nothing inside was damaged. So I did get a glimpse of what's inside and look real in depth, just enough to make sure that nothing was mucked up by the smushed box. This is 100% not the blame of Funko. At least I don't place the blame on Funko. I would place 100% of the blame for the smushed box on our United States Postal Service, who just never do a great job. So, Deadpool. I saw the movie opening night, absolutely loved it. Let's reach up here to show you my Deadpool IMAX, because I went to because I've got a Regal theater here, so nice. To heck with it. You know I'm in New Mexico, so there's that. Goes along great with my Ant-Man one from when I saw Ant-Man. Loved it. The movie was great. If you're watching this and you have kids and you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it, but only if you can leave the kids at home or with somebody else. It's rated R. It's rated R for a reason. Don't take the kids. Don't. Just resist whatever urge you may have. Just don't. So, now that we've got that out of the way, and my own personal thing, let's go for why you're actually here. The good old unboxing of the crate. Like I said, box a little smushed, but I opened it up just to make sure. So, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so, as with any collector's core, we start with the top portion here, where we have the patch. Usually you're not stuck that well. Their glue is improving. Well, depends on how you prefer your glue on your collector stuff. So we take out the patch, and Deadpool with his classic tonics, B and Arthur. Then we have, Then we have the pin, collector's core with good old Deadpool. Now to where the real magic happens. So we have the t-shirt. I don't know how these all are. I saw a glimpse of spoilers, but I looked just to see a quick glimpse because somebody was asking whether these were worth it or not. I do the unboxings of the Smuggler's Bounty, Marvel Collector's Corps, and Loot Crate. In recent history, even though they're more expensive per month, I really think the best value in recent history has come from the Funko boxes. Now, they do always have some level of randomness to them. So like, with the Force Awakens Collector's Corps, you could get either of the two TIE Fighter pilots, and the shirt was a toss-up in that. But I'm not real concerned about that. But here we've got a Deadpool t-shirt in the Funko Pop style, so it's a Pop style Deadpool. I'm going to put the box down on the floor so I can have a little bit more space here. Let's open up the shirt. The gray and black Deadpool is the, I think it's not the X-Force, because I think that's the blue and yellow. It's used in the comic books. There's the design. I dig it. It's my second Funko Pop Deadpool shirt. I got the Target exclusive red that they released of him. Then next up, we've got the comic book. It's Marvel. Why not include a comic book? It's Deadpool issue 1 with an exclusive Collector's Corps cover. Looks good. It's a pop version of Wade with the mask coming away, so you can see the disgusting, abused face, thanks to the good old experiments by the Canadian government. We get the get a little Mopies plush. These are kind of a newer line for Funko. This is the exclusive one, which it's the reverse color, because as you can see, his normal red and black, and with the black and red. I think this is what his costume was in the Ultimates universe, which no longer exists. But I think he's kind of cool, and it's always good to have a nice little plush of a character that you like. Now we start going into... Now, everything in this box is exclusive, so there's nothing that is not exclusive to this box. There's nothing that's random, and that's the other thing about the Collector's Corps. Everything in a Collector's Corps box is an exclusive. So next we've got something that, again, is a Funko property. It's not the Pop. It is another vinyl figure. It is the Dorbs. And this one might be random, I don't know, but I'm kind of stoked with it. It's the Cowboy Deadpool Dorbs with the unicorn hobby horse and the cowboy hat. There is a Pop version of this Deadpool. I don't know where to get him yet. So far, of the Funko Pops from the movie line, I have... all of them I'm able to find. The Two Swords, the Thumbs Up, Two Swords, Thumbs Up, Pirate Hat, the Target exclusive Bath Time Deadpool with shower cap and rubber duck, and my most stunning acquisition, which just came earlier this week, which is, for anybody who doesn't know and doesn't deal with Funko Pops a lot, Funko has their retailer exclusives. And some of those are great. Hot Topics are always easy to get a hold of. Real simple. Amazon, cakewalks to get a hold of their exclusives. And then there are the other ones. Walmart. And the one that I consider the bane of the existence of most Funko collectors. The Walgreens exclusive. I was able earlier this week to get a hold of the Walgreens exclusive Deadpool with the Rubber Chicken. which if you look and pay proper attention, and if you can't figure this out, I'm going to point it out to you. He's choking the chicken. And then we have, but now let's go back to the crate that we're talking about, which is the Deadpool Collector's Core crate. And we have the Deadpool. Now they made a big deal because, as you can see on the back of the box, you have the various, and some people have been annoyed because the pirate is basically just a different head on the dual sword body. The rubber chicken is literally just swap out the gun in the thumbs up for the rubber chicken. The bath time is swap out the head for the shower cap head and then a rubber duck in place of the gun. The cowboy is swap out the head for the cowboy hat and swap out the gun for the hobby horse. The chef is swap out the chef's hat for potato masher, maybe. I can't see and I don't have one. So, but there was a big deal made because the Collector's Core Deadpool was a specifically new mold because people didn't want to be like, oh, so the chef hat is the collect. No, that's not the case. We have lunging Deadpool. I'm gonna take him out so we can get a better glimpse. Because you can never see these things properly in the box, and that's why I'm very much not an in-box collector. Mine are all out of box because that I display are all out of box. But they did, and I can tell with this where they got kind of the base is with the new Superman Batman, they have like a flying base Superman. Well, you actually have a base with Deadpool kind of mid-lunge. Still with the good old bobblehead that he's got to have because he's Marvel. But a distinctly different pose. Wade has never looked so good as a pop. At least I don't think so. He's got his, not seen the movie, but here it's his teleportation rig. And the stand does come out of his back, so. But you ain't gonna have him. He is not going to stand on his own. He needs this stand to be in there, or else he's just gonna fall right over. But there he is. And so he's gonna go back in the box until I can find a good spot to display him. And that is that. Now, one of the benefits of the Collector's Core, I'm going to swap back over to the site so you can have a gander. One of the great things about the Collector's Core is with most, not all, but most of their crates, if you subscribe new, brand new, coming right at it, just like you would be today, you can purchase previous crates. I don't know about the cost. I haven't been able to do this myself because I got in, well, not right away, but pretty quick after. Because I knew that this was going to be my thing. It was going to be right up my alley. And it has been. I will say this month I am a little bummed that my box is smushed because I do tend to keep the boxes, but this one I probably won't. But if you subscribe and you join into the Marvel Collector's Core, and there's one that you've missed. There was Avengers with the large Hulkbuster armor Iron Man suit. There was one that was Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man, and the new female Thor as Funko Pops. For the holiday, there was a Rocket and Groot kind of ornament set for the Guardians that they did for the Christmas one, for the December. There was Morbius for their villains set. Morbius and Zombie Morbius. Again, I don't know if these are still Ant-Man with an unmasked Ant-Man that also came with an itty-bitty shrunk Ant-Man. Um, if you like any of those and you think that you might be interested in the Captain America Civil War Collector's Core, do it. I cannot recommend that enough. If you're interested in doing it, get them. And if you're interested in one of the old ones, you can pick those up. But here's the caveat to that. You can only get them when you're initially signing up. You sign up, you put in your stuff, you go to the end, and then it gives you the option to buy the old crates if they're still available. That means if you think you're gonna like if you like what you've seen here, and you might like Civil War or whatever the next one is, if you're watching this down the line, join, but be aware that you're not gonna be able to you can't take and be like, well, I liked the Civil War, I liked the Deadpool, maybe I'll get Ant-Man down the road. You can't do that. You can only do it when you sign up. So, you need to sign up for Civil War and decide which other ones you want. So, at this point, it might be a fairly expensive proposition because, we're, 6 crates in. I think they're still $25 a piece to get them. But again, it's $25 plus shipping, so it ends up being about $32 after shipping. At least it's approximately what it comes out to me. You get a patch, you get a pin, you get a piece of apparel. I used to say shirt, but the Guardians of the Galaxy one came with a scarf. Nice scarf. Comic book, usually. There's always been a comic book. Comic book, scarf. Usually a pop. I say that because some people also don't consider the Rocket and Groot kind of ornament pops to be pops. That's nitpicking there. They're still pops. They are comparable size to their traditional pop version counterparts for the characters. One was the potted Groot, and one was Rocket. Rocket's always going to be smaller because he's freaking raccoon. But yeah, so feel free. If you like this video, please throw it a like. Please feel free to subscribe. So if you find this useful, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you're most likely watching this. Please know that I do these unboxings live on Twitch, and then I export them over to YouTube. So hopefully you will enjoy those. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you do end up deciding to sign up for this. It's a little box of Marvel every other month, and it is every other month. Marvel's every other month, and in opposing months it's got the Smuggler's Bounty, and also they've just started. And this one I will not be unboxing, and it's not going to be my thing because it's just a personal thing. There is they've just started on the months when there is Star Wars. There is going to be a Star Wars, or there's going to be a Star Wars and DC. So you could take and get on the months when there's not Marvel, you could get DC and Star Wars if you are so inclined, or neither. This is going to be the next one that I will be unboxing, or the next powered by Funko that I'll be unboxing. That's going to be the Cantina, which is the next one. Themed after the Mos Eisley Cantina, the location where you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Where we first met Greedo and Han Solo back in 1977. We met a few other characters there throughout time. You can still, if you do want to do this and you are interested, you can still pick up Smuggler's Bounty. The first 2 crates of Smuggler's Bounty were Force Awakens, which came with a chrome Phasma, who, yes, sorry, it's spoiler time because we're far enough in, didn't play a huge role in the movie, but was a great looking character. Awesome looking, didn't play a huge role. And one of two different First Order TIE Fighter pilots as the pops that are in there. Then that was followed up by Resistance, which included a C-3PO mug and a flocked Force Awakens Chewbacca. That means that he's fuzzy. And then Cantina is coming, and they've already said that it's going to have 2 brand new molded pops in there. So something for you to look forward to. So again, if you like these videos, please feel free to like them and subscribe to my channel. And please feel free to come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/RavenWisha, and throw me a follow over there. If you do that, you'll be informed whenever I go live. And in those situations, you might actually be able to actually chat with me if I'm paying proper attention to my chat, which usually I'm not. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you come back in the future. Have a good evening.